There is a piece of land more than twice the size of Texas that belongs to no country on Earth. No flag, no government, no owner. And the only thing keeping it that way is a promise that can be reopened. Antarctica is about 14 million square kilometers, larger than all of Europe and nearly twice the size of Australia. No one is from here. There is no permanent population, no capital, no economy, just ice up to nearly 5 kilometers thick, holding most of the fresh water on Earth. To understand why one wedge of it got left blank, you have to see how the rest of the continent got carved up. Because on paper, Antarctica isn't one empty white space. It's a pie. 7 countries have each drawn a slice, a wedge of longitude running from the coast all the way into the South Pole, where every line meets at a single point. The rule they used was almost crude in its simplicity. Pick 2 lines of longitude. Follow them south until they close at the pole. Call everything between them yours. Britain drew the first wedge in 1908. Over the next 35 years, New Zealand, France, Australia, Norway, Chile, and Argentina each drew their own. Between them, those 7 slices cover almost the whole continent. Almost. Look closely at one spot though, and the neat pie falls apart. On the Antarctic Peninsula, the warm, reachable finger of land pointing up toward South America, 3 countries claim the exact same ice. Britain, Argentina, and Chile all drew borders across it. All 3 overlap. And for a while, they didn't just argue about it on paper. In February 1952, at a place called Hope Bay, a British team came ashore to rebuild a research base. An Argentine crew met them on the beach and fired a machine gun over their heads. No one was hit, but the message was clear. This frozen, empty place was one bad afternoon away from becoming a shooting line between nations. Which makes that blank wedge even harder to explain. If countries were willing to draw guns over a thin strip of the peninsula, why did nobody grab the biggest empty slice of all? That empty slice has a name. Marie Byrd Land. It's the chunk of West Antarctica between 90 and 150 degrees west, the largest unclaimed territory on Earth. To this day, no country has claimed a single meter of it. The reason is brutally simple. It was too far away to reach. How remote? Its highest point, Mount Sidley, is a volcano more than 4,000 meters high, that almost no human has ever stood on top of. The nearest permanent research station sits more than 1,000 kilometers of open ice away. The pie slice rule had an unwritten catch. To claim a wedge, you had to actually get there, explore it, map it, plant something to back the claim up. Marie Byrd Land had no easy coastline to land a base on, and by the time anyone could push deep enough inland to try, the age of claiming was already closing. So the one man best placed to claim it never did. The American explorer Richard Byrd had flown over and mapped this land. He named it after his wife. But the United States made no formal claim. Neither did the Soviet Union. Both quietly reserved the right to claim any part of Antarctica later and refused to recognize anyone else's borders in the meantime. And that standoff, everyone holding a right, nobody willing to let a rival win, is exactly what produced the decision that still governs the continent today. Because in 1959, 12 countries did something almost nobody expected. They agreed to stop. The Antarctic Treaty, signed on the 1st of December 1959, set the entire continent aside for peace and science. No military bases, no weapons tests, no nuclear waste dumped on the ice. The whole place became a scientific reserve, open to researchers from any nation. 12 countries signed it at the start. More than 50 are bound by it today. But here's where it gets stranger. The treaty didn't settle a single one of those overlapping claims. It froze them. Article 4 is the trick at the heart of the whole thing. While the treaty holds, no country can make a new claim, and no country can grow an old one. And nothing anyone does on the ice, no base, no flag, no expedition, counts as proof for or against any border. So the claims didn't vanish. They paused. Britain, Argentina, and Chile still overlap on that peninsula. Legally, on the books, right now. The borders are just held in suspended animation, neither recognized nor erased. And there's a clock on all of it. The treaty's later ban on mining can be formally reviewed starting in 2048, the first real test of whether the freeze survives the day. someone decides there's something under the ice worth fighting for. Which means Marie Byrd Land's blank is now more than an accident of geography. The freeze itself keeps it empty. So why does no country own that piece of land twice the size of Texas? 2 reasons, stacked. It was the one wedge too remote for the land grab to reach before the grabbing stopped. And in 1959, a treaty froze the whole map in place before anyone could go back and fill in the gap. Marie Byrd Land is the missing slice of the pie. No one reached it in time to claim it, and then one by one, 12 nations agreed to stop reaching. The claims are still there, frozen under the ice, waiting, and the freeze holds only as long as the countries holding those rights want it to. For now, the largest unowned land on Earth stays exactly that, owned by no one and watched by everyone.